Vice President Vance said, we're finished funding the Ukrainians. Now, I don't know if it was a comment that he made without thinking about it, if he ran it past the president first, if this is the way they want to set the table for Alaska. I don't know. At the present time, we are continuing, as I understand it, you may correct me if I'm wrong, to supply them with the military equipment at the same pace and levels we did under Joe Biden and had been in the past 8 months, and that the Vance statement was an outlier. What do you think?
Well, you say at the same pace. I don't think that's possible because we simply don't have the ammunition, the missiles, the rockets, and so forth, the equipment to send. So I wouldn't say at the same pace. The promises are there. You're still talking about billions of dollars of equipment that people are promising the Ukrainians. And I think there's an increasing awareness that this stuff will never arrive because the Ukrainian government and this Ukrainian state itself will collapse long before that. I mean, that's the reality. That's why I'm saying it may not make any difference to Donald Trump what J.D. Vance says publicly about anything.
Let's look at the flip side of what Vance said and of the, as you point out, decreasing pace at which we're sending military gear there. Are we dangerously low ourselves, Colonel?
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I talk to people all the time that are on the inside that just are worried sick that we'll push ourselves into a confrontation with the Russians or the Chinese or Iranians or somebody without understanding that, you know, after 3 or 4 days, you're out of ammo. What are you going to use in response? There's also a greater sensitivity to the recognition that the situation inside Iran has changed. The air defenses are far, far more rigorous and integrated now than they were previously. The Russians have been in there working very hard to help the Iranians so that if Mr. Netanyahu does launch another attack, which I think is inevitable, I really do. I think it'll happen probably in September, but it could happen earlier. Whenever Mr. Netanyahu gives a speech and he addresses the Iranian people and he tells them, we love you, we're your friends, just overthrow this heinous regime, you know, another attack is coming any day.
Yeah.
So I think
and he gave a speech like that just 2 days ago.
Right, exactly. So I think that's coming. It doesn't matter what we want or anything else because Mr. Netanyahu is in charge. So that's going to happen. And yes, we are dangerously low. And again, this is something that people that I know in the defense industry have talked about for years, and nobody ever pays attention to it, Judge. Where is our surge capacity? What is impressive about the Russian arsenal of military power has been, it's not a question of simply ramping up assembly lines and manufacturing capability. It's the ability to ramp up quickly and dramatically, decisively, so that instead of producing 600 widgets every week, you produce 2,000. Well, we're still producing 600 a year. And we should have, if we were serious about any of this, gone to something in the neighborhood of about 6,000 a year. But we haven't. And as long as we persist in the illusion that we are this great, invincible, invulnerable, unchallengeable superpower, but at the same time do nothing to support that myth, we're going to be embarrassed at some point. It's coming. It's inevitable.
سرچ مدیا